So we are doing if felons should vote in the United States. There has been many different discussions on whether felons should have the right to vote. Do you think felons should have the right to vote? Explain why. Positive first.
I believe that felons should have the right to vote because they've already done their time, and now it's time for them to re-enter into our society, and they deserve that right. In 2005, the New York Times said that President Bush was for felons' rights to vote, and it's a way to rehabilitate them and get them back into our society the way they once were. If we took away this right, it would be like torture, because not only did they have to pay their time, but they never get to live down what they did, and they never get rid of the punishment for what they did. Once they have paid their time, they deserve the right to vote on what happens in our country. That's what I have to say.
What do you think about that, Nate?
Alright, so we think that felons should not retain the right to vote for a couple of reasons. First off, you stated that it is continuing their punishment. They've already served their time, so they don't need to be punished more. But disenfranchisement and the fact that they don't have the right to vote is still a legitimate method of punishment for them. Roger Clegg wrote in the General Counsel of American University Journal of Gender, Social Policy, and the Law in 2006 that disenfranchisement has traditionally been deemed a part of punishment for committing a crime. Criminal punishment can be meted out in various ways, including imprisonment, fines, probation, and yes, the withdrawal of certain rights and privileges. If somebody has killed somebody or somebody has raped somebody, they deserve to have their rights be taken away for the crimes that they have committed. So we state that felons should not have the right to vote, and that right should be taken away.
Do you agree with that, Zarek?
Yeah, I
Point of order, that's not follow your schedule, moderator.
Sorry. Now we have a 2-minute conference. Okay.
For sure.
Between you two. You said go ahead and talk between yourselves.
You have time cards up there, moderator, you should be showing them so they know.
Okay.
Use the clock on your computer.
Did you start it, Miss Smith?
You have to use the clock on your computer.
Are you supposed to type additional information in there?
You guys have 1 more minute.
I don't even know what's going on.
You have a half a minute left.
Hopefully I give me a good group.
It's the longest half minute ever.
We have a 2-minute conference.
Okay, so now we have 3-minute open questions, so you're free to go. Affirmative is first.
The Harvard Black Letter Journal stated that alienation from the rest of society is what contributed to each criminal act in the first place. So by not giving prisoners the right to vote, are we still further alienating them? And what do you think this would cause?
So you're saying that because they don't have the right to vote, they're being alienated, correct? So shouldn't they lose that right because they committed such a crime? Do we really want them back in society if they've killed somebody or if they've committed a heinous crime? Would you prefer them to be outside of society and away from your children and your family?
I would prefer yes, I would prefer a murderer or a rapist to be behind bars, but say they didn't commit such a criminal offense such as drug possession or something like that.
Is that still a felony?
Yes, it is, but it's more minor.
If they, so take felony drug charges, selling drugs to children and such, wouldn't you want them away from society? So wouldn't that disenfranchisement help your goals of getting them out of society?
I think the question here is more, do we want them to vote? Now you're getting on whether they should be in prison or not. We're talking about, do you want them to be able to vote? So when you said that they should have those rights taken away from them because it's just a part of their punishment, what if they come out different? What if they come out ready to be a positive impact on our society? What do you say then?
If they come out ready to be a positive impact on our society, then they should have to prove it in order to bring the right back.
But they can't have their right back. Is that what you're saying?
If they did not commit, if their crime wasn't heinous and it wasn't a serious felony, possibly they could earn the right back if they prove over a period of time.
What do you think of the serious felony? What would be that category? What is it?
Anything that went against people's basic human rights, the right to life, the right to liberty, and the right to own life. Anything that goes against that.
What do you think is possible with that amount of time?
Until they can prove that they're right.
It says in the 14th Amendment that it gives found state authority to disenfranchise felons to such importance that are expressed permitted in the Constitution. So it's in an amendment which is in our Constitution. How do you defend against that?
Yeah, it is. Now it's stop, sorry. I was trying to not be rude. But now negative has the floor for their closing.
Well, when they're committing these crimes, they're being punished and having their rights as Americans taken away because they committed these crimes. So, of course, they shouldn't be allowed to vote, seeing as they have done something wrong to be punished to get their rights taken away. It's also in this, like I said before, the 14th Amendment that allows disenfranchisement. So, we should stay with it.
What do you think? Oh, sorry. Now, the affirmative side is to go. On their closing.
Well, the Kentucky Law Journal said that in a democratic republic, perhaps no right is more fundamental than the right to freely cast a ballot, which is the right to vote. Having a voice in an election, which makes the laws, as good citizens we must live. Other rights, even the basic ones, should be given. Yes, they did do something wrong to get the more, the less serious rights taken away, but we should, I say that we should still let them have the right to vote.
So we came to an agreement on the discussions or decision. I think they should have the right to vote after hearing what they had to say because it kind of, I don't think they should be permanently punished even if they have change their life around.